Alright, hello everybody, we're back with episode 2 of our Frosthaven playthrough, playing every day for these next couple weeks. So let's go ahead and jump right back into where we were. I have to go load up the right game here. Should have did this already. Okay, so playing with the Drifter and the Deathwalker. It went pretty well the first episode. I think the Drifter is definitely, I mean, they're easy to play. The Deathwalker is a little more challenging, keeping those shadows out there. So we'll see how we do as we keep going here. Now, I think we pretty much took care of our outpost phase last time. There wasn't a whole lot for us to do right now since we've only done one scenario. So let's go ahead and jump to our world map and decide which of these two missions that we're going to take on. So actually we have 3 because we picked up an extra one. That's right, this is the one for our retirement goal for the Drifter. So we'll hang on to that one for a while. And we got Algox Scouting or Offensive. I think we're going to go with Offensive because that one's an interesting one. There's actually like 2 different groups fighting each other there. As you can see here, it has these 2s. It means this is a different group than these guys. Makes for an interesting scenario. So let's go ahead and check out that one. Plus we got a treasure chest finding here, some random items. But before I do that, there was one thing I did want to check on, and that was our other cards. We need to go look at our cards. So we didn't get to do this before because I didn't see it's not very clear that you can do this before the first scenario, but you can go in and change out some of your level 1 cards for the level X cards. Now I don't like on Frosthaven Digital. I don't really like the way they did the cards. They don't sort like I'd like them to. Like if I sort them by level, I mean, that's fine normally, except for the X cards. It doesn't consider them a separate level, so it just mixes them in with everything else. It's kind of a little unintuitive, but... So here's our X cards for Drifter. We have Fortitude, Attack 3 with Pierce 2, and before other bonuses, lose a use of one of your active bonuses to gain range 2. So we can turn this into a range attack if we want to lose a bonus. However, this Pierce is nice, because there are a lot of shielded enemies in Frosthaven. And whenever you kill an enemy, you regain the use of one of your active bonuses. That's an active card. So that's interesting. I wish this would go away. Go away. There's still some kinks I got to work out in this digital version. Of course, it's still early access, but like this, that should go. Why is that there? Go away. Okay, I got it to go away. Alright, so next, No Remorse, heal 3, range 3, the bottom's a move 3, attack 2, move, or attack 3, move 2, but it's a burn. And where's our other X card? This is what I mean, it's like not as easy to find as it should be. There it is, Destructive Fury. Both sides are burns, they're good area attacks though, which, that might be good when we're fighting a scenario where we have a lot of little annoying enemies. But for now, I think my favorite of all of these to go ahead and take might be Fortitude, just because it's got that attack 3 with Pierce 2. So now we have to figure out what would we take out to put that one in, though. So, the ranged one, I mean, the continuous health was kind of nice. I kind of want to keep experimenting with that one, so I might keep that in. Precision aim, the move 2 to get one of my bonuses back is nice, but I am definitely not using the top on this one. So we may trade that one out. Let's just take another look here real quick. Nope, that's good. Yeah, let's get rid of that one. Let's take Precision Aim out, and we'll put Fortitude in, since we're playing melee here anyway. And then let's look at our Deathwalker and see what we can do over there. So, with her, she's got Forceful Spirits here. Attack 2, target 2 at range 2. If you have Darkness, it's actually attack 3. That's not bad. You know, attack 3 on 2 targets. That's pretty good. And teleport to a hex with a shadow or adjacent to a shadow. I like this one. Rest in the Shade. Heal 2. Target all allies on hexes with shadows and yourself. I mean, that's not bad for heals. And then bottom is move all shadows up to 6 hexes. That is really good. Even though it's a burn. And the last one, Wave of Anguish. For each shadow on the field at the start of this action, perform attack 3. Perform each attack as if you were occupying a hex with a shadow. So that burns, but it doesn't actually consume our shadows, and we get to attack 3 from every shadow. So that's actually a really strong burn, because that'd be a lot of attacks. Bottom is move 2, move all, shadows 1 hex. Man, I really don't know. Like, if we're going to stick with trying to use shadows, then we need to use one of these two, probably. If we want an option where we don't have to have shadows, we could use Forceful Spirits. So, let's see. Black Barrage, I've been using that. That one gives me attack 3, but this one's only range... This is only range 2. This one would be range 5 when it's upgraded. I did use that one some. That one we need. This is a burn, the move 3, the poison 1. You know, maybe we'll take Lingering Rot out. And then we'll put in one of these X cards. Gotta figure out which one I prefer. So each shadow on the field is perform attack 3. That's really, like I said, that's really good if you get enough shadows out there. We might do that one, trade a burn for a burn. Or flexibility. This is really good for flexibility. This is the build crafting is the biggest time sink when you're playing games like this. Let's see. Move 2 and I get to move all hexes 1. It's pretty much free. That would burn, but give me a lot of move for my hexes or for my shadows. I know I like this one for the flexibility. I don't know. I kind of like... I'm going to experiment with this one. I'm going to experiment. Maybe we can get a good use out of this one. Let's try it. Okay, so that takes care of that. So now we can go ahead and get back to our world map, find Algox Offensive, and let's get started. I do love the map on this one. It's very pretty.
As you pause for a rest along your journey, you spot a handful of bright orange produce sticking out from the meltwater mud.
Fire
It looks
pepper.
not dissimilar to an elongated flame fruit, though the color is different. You pick one off and smell it, noting its rich, lively herb aroma. As you prepare to take a bite, you hear a voice shouting.
I remember having this one in the board game, and I don't remember what the results were.
And points at you with her walking stick.
Oh, I think it's one of the ones that depends on the characters that you have. If you have like a strong or resilient character or whatever, the traits that gives your characters that come into effect. So in Frosthaven, your characters actually have traits assigned to them, and those traits come into effect during events and things like that. And if you have that trait, it's kind of like, I think in Gloomhaven they did a little bit like with your character's race maybe or class, but this actually adds that plus just actual traits that your characters have. I'm gonna try the fire pepper because I think my drifter can handle it.
A challenge must be met.
Hey, I think I picked the right one.
The fire pepper into your mouth, and after a second, it's clear why she warned you. This thing is hot. After an hour, most of the burning has
Nice, so
subsided.
each hero gains 10 XP, that's awesome. And new sticker fire pepper, so they unlock stuff later probably. Cool. 10 free experience, I picked the right one. Alright, battle goals. Recluse, never end your turn adjacent to another hero. Miser, never exit a room with loot bags in it. This one, by the way, is kind of bugged. So I had this when I was playing through on my own before, and if the loot was on a doorway, like a door had been opened and the loot was on the space the doorway was on, it messed up. It said as soon as you went in that doorway, it considered that you had left the room and that there was loot still in the room. So somehow leaving the room and going into the doorway was leaving the room, but the loot in the doorway was still considered in the room. So there was no way to get that loot without losing the check mark in the first place, unless you had a loot card. So it's a little bugged. So if you pick that one, you got to make sure the loot doesn't end up on a doorway or else you're just stuck in that room. Of course, I do have a loot card with the drifter, so I might be able to get around it. I'm going to try... I don't know. Or pacifist, kill 3 or fewer enemies. I'm I want to try this one. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And then for her, let's see. Kill an enemy with an attack that will cause at least 4 more damage than necessary. That's possible with her with our attack 5. Pincushion, be targeted from... Nope, that's bad for her. Pickpocket, collect 2 or more loot bags by performing a loot ability while adjacent to 1 or more enemies. I don't even know if I had a loot ability assigned to her right now. I guess we'll try Dynamo for her. Alright, here we go.
They'll be tired from the raid.
We'll go ahead and skip through all this. Just get to the game. You know, it says you can see traps glinting. I don't ever remember seeing the traps glinting, but they're kind of hard to miss. They're pretty obvious giant bear traps on the ground. So this one's an interesting one though, because there's Frosthaven has a lot more battles where there's like more than just you and the enemies. There's like a third party that might be for you, might be against you. It makes a lot of the scenarios more interesting. But a lot of the scenarios are more difficult and more challenging than you'll find in like Gloomhaven. It varies. Like the main quest scenarios I don't think are as bad, but some of your side scenarios are very challenging. Very challenging. Okay. Let's see, what do we got here? So we got yellow team and we got red team. None of them like us. So these guys right now are going to be fighting each other, which is fine. But these guys over here are probably going to come towards me unless... It really just depends on how early everyone goes. This guy's definitely coming for me. But I'd rather them go fight each other and then I can just kind of come in and hit him in the back. So maybe let's do a prep turn and try to go late. We could activate the shield, but like Peter was saying yesterday, I don't know. Maybe using the health one is better. What was the other one? Retaliate. You know what? I want to try using the retaliate one on this one. So where is that one at? Well, we definitely want crushing weight to buff our attacks, so we're going to do that. And by the way, in Frosthaven, your characters have these special extra feats to perform that you have to complete during a single scenario. But if you do, you get extra perk marks, or actually, you just get straight up perks for it. It doesn't give you perk marks; it gives you a straight up perk, I believe, when you get these feats done. So, like one of ours is never perform a move, ability, or attack with a value of less than 4, and do at least 1 move or attack ability each round. So that's where you go and use crushing weight and then the movement one right here, sustain momentum, and you just always either move or attack, and it's always an attack 4. Maybe we should try and go for that one this time, actually. And then there's another one too where you have to have like I think 4 of your active cards active at the same time and keep them active at the end of the scenario or something like that. I kind of want to try that because, I mean, just move 4, attack 4 is really good and useful in every situation pretty much. It would preclude me from using Violent Inheritance because it would only be 3. So I wouldn't be able to use that as my... Well, I could because it still says with a value of less than 4, perform at least 1 move or attack ability each round. Okay, we're going to try it. We're going to go with the movement and melee attacks, and let's see what happens. I want to try and get that feat. And then for her, what is it? Place or remove at least 1 shadow each round. I don't know if I can do that right now with the cards I have. That would take some planning. Like, some of these do take pre-planning. You have to, like, plan it out before you even get in here. Let's not worry about hers right now. And then there's the other one. Remove 7 shadows in 1 round. So actually, his other one is listed. Right, yeah, it's right here. End a quest with 1 use left of 4 persistent abilities. So you actually, it's not just have 4 persistent abilities active. They all have to have only 1 use left. Okay. All right. So what are we doing with you? We need to make some shadows, or at least 1 shadow. This is a lot of enemies in this room. How many rooms are there in this map? I think. Wait, is this? Oh no, I have to escape. All heroes must escape. Okay. So, there's a lot of enemies here. Let's go ahead and use our burn that brings in a bunch of shadows. is right here, Eclipse. And then I might just bring Shadow Beast in. Yeah, why not? Because is he on the... Wait, are they both tops? They're both tops. Never mind. We need to activate that eventually. We could just use this so we can move all our hexes and get them into position. They'd only move 1. But I get to make them within range 3. Yeah, let's just try... Maybe Dark Fall, move 1 up to 5 hexes. It's not a bad idea. Or we could just get Dark activated. Let's just get Dark activated. Okay, let's see what happens here. I'm hoping they all go early enough they fight each other and leave me alone. These guys aren't even moving. They're just shielding and retaliating. And then what about... Hounds are going to move 4. The priests are moving 3. But they all did go before me, so all but one of these guys should go after each other. Yeah, there goes the dog. She's going to take retaliate damage now. Good, that's going to help me out. This dog too. He actually did some damage, good. He'll move over here and he'll heal his doggy friend. Okay, then this one, he's gonna go over here, he'll heal that dog. Then this guy, I believe this guy's gonna come towards me, but he doesn't have an attack, so yeah, that actually makes this easy. I can take him out one at a time. Oh, they killed the doggy. Which kind of the point, but I'd rather them do a little more damage to each other first before they start falling. Okay, let's get Crushing Weight active. Confirm. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Never perform move ability or attack with less than 4, and perform at least 1 move or attack ability each round. Crap, I just realized... I don't think I'm going to get that doing this because I won't have attacked or moved this round. So I messed that up. And it has to be at least 4, which isn't going to happen. So yeah, that's not going to... It's not going to work. I'm not going to waste that burn for that. That's fine. Do have boots, but that only adds 1. So still not enough. Dang it. I wasn't thinking about that. Ah! Oh well, we'll try it on a different one. Let's just move... I don't know, move over here, I guess. Yeah. Oh well. Okay, shadows. Boom. Let's see, let's get up here. Maybe one next to this guy. Yep, and then another one right there. So now I've got some shadows to use, and then we'll move. Try to stay kind of as far away from everybody as we can. Then I'll activate Dark Forests. Okay. Well, we've got Crushing Weight, so before I was trying to do this and then failed on it, the Retaliate one. Where is Retaliate? Retaliate. I know there's one that does Retaliate at range. I can't remember if it's a top or a bottom. Trying to find it. There it is. On the next 6 enemy attacks within range 2 targeting you, Retaliate 2. That will be our bottom card that we'll use. But we're going to go ahead and go with... We need a good top here. Try and hit this guy. You know, he has got shield, so yeah, let's use our Fortitude. And then... Relentless. Okay. And for her, I might just use... It might be a good time to go ahead and just use that burn that we picked up, because I can hit a lot of enemies with it right now. Where did that go? And it won't consume my shadows either, so it's actually... Although we do need to get this set up. So maybe we'll do that instead first, before we do that. And then, do we have any bottoms that I can do anything with besides? I mean, if they move onto them, this could be useful. Or I've got... Nope, nothing to loot. Okay, yeah, let's just go with that. Alright, Hound is going to wound somebody, I think. No, mobilized. Okay. I am not going to use my active bonus. I don't need range on this. So yeah, this is already attack 5. Nice. +1. Got him. One shot. Awesome. Okay, let's activate Retaliate. Okay. Now these guys are going to probably... They might finish him off. Almost. Good, he'll take more Retaliate damage. Well, I took that priest out. Pretty much going to have to fight these 4 guys. Okay, they missed him. That's good. They attacked for 3, so he's still alive. Okay. Almost got him. Down to 2. Okay, let's see. Let's activate our marking system here. And then this is just for the round, so we might as well do this. Why do I have to... Oh, yeah, I can't... No one's standing on them right now. But if anyone walks through them, which no one's going to because it was the end of the turn, so whatever. That's okay. Didn't matter. I didn't want to move anyway, so... Okay, now I should probably go after the priest, because these guys will probably finish each other off. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, plus there's a chest back there. So I need to move 4 if I've got it, preferably. Let's see. There we go. Deadly shots and move 4, and then we'll just do... I may just do basic attack on him. Unless, hang on, where is... Here we go. Yeah, I want to use that. Okay, so Deadly Shot, Bloodletting. And then for Deathwalker... Let's see. Shadow Step. I mean, I could use that to maybe finish one of these guys off, actually. It's not a bad idea. And I don't have to consume the shadow to do that. But I don't want to do it early. I want to make sure I go later. So let's find something else to probably move. I need to move a shadow. Yeah, so let's use Dark Fog. Of course, I just remembered I have Darkness. Don't I? No? That was last turn. Okay, so yeah, Dark Fog to move shadows, and then we'll use Shadow Step. Do a rare melee attack there. Okay, these guys are all going pretty early. Let's see who's even still standing. Not Doggy. He might actually... He's not going to take him out quite. But he probably will. Oh no, I get to go first. Okay. So I'm going to go and then she goes, which means we can take... What did I pick for cards for her? So we can take him out. Alright, perfect. And then the only guys left to go will be these guards. They only have move 2, so they won't be able to get to us. Alright. So move 4. Get back here behind this guy. Use this and I can get a charge back. I think that's still enough to kill him. Yeah. Okay, let's get crushing weight use back. Alright, and then for Deathwalker, let's move a shadow. Let's move this one. It's all the way in the back. Up this way. Okay, and then we're going to move 3. It has to end in a space with a shadow. That one does have a shadow. And we can attack 3 on this guard. Should kill him, so I'm not going to use my dagger. What's this? You may mark the target. Oh yeah, I want to mark him. Got him. Yes. And I'll get an extra shadow out of it too. So we're up to 4 shadows now. Maybe, I think I'm starting to figure this out. Maybe, how to get more shadows out there. It just takes some setup time. Like, you're going to skip a turn or 2 of doing damage maybe with her. Trying to get things set up. Alright, so these guys aren't going to get to me this turn, but I'm going to have to move her next turn or she's going to get demolished. Okay. So, Drifter. I want to grab that chest, but... You know what? I will have her run back and grab the chest. I'll have him move up and fight, because that's his job. So I would have retaliate 3 if I used this, plus the 1 shield. Just kind of go up there and just stand there and not actually attack. That might actually be a good idea. Could also muddle them. We could just do a simple ranged attack. I don't know if what I want to do here. I don't know if I want to do this and let them all hit me, because they could do a lot of damage or strengthened right now. So let's not do that. Let's go with moving later. Maybe let them come towards me. Continuous health then for the attack side of it there. Actually, no. I want to use Violent Inheritance because I want to go up here and loot all this. And let's just use a basic move. I'm not going to have damage probably. We could... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Got a plan. Got a plan. Now, for her... Yeah, let's attack 5 from a shadow for sure. And then we need to move out of here. Move 2 and then move all shadows 1. That's good. Yeah, that'll work. What was our goal? Kill an enemy that has at least 4. That's going to be hard to do with this one. The dogs would have been the best chance to do that. Okay, hopefully I go before they do. Yes. Alright, so Deathwalker. Let's go ahead and attack 5. Somebody. I could do... We'll do this first because I can move my shadows. Just back her up a little bit. And then I can move all my shadows, right? Yeah, okay. So let's move this one to here, because these guys are going to move 2 with range 3. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's what he's going to end up doing. The other one won't be able to hit him, but he'll be standing here. So actually, I probably don't want to move this shadow, just because he'll already be adjacent to that one. Oh no, I'll move it. I'll move it there. Should still be adjacent to it. That's fine. This shadow, I'm going to attack 5 this turn. Should I do the elite or should I try to take out? I'm going to try and maybe take out the guy behind him. So let's go ahead and move this shadow 1. And I'll hit this guy. What are they doing? Move 3. 1, 2, 3. So he can't even get to me anyway. Shoot. He can get to her though. Alright, well, that's fine. We'll attack him then, I guess, from this shadow, maybe. An attack for 4, that's not good. She didn't get far enough away, and he's not going early enough to get in front of her. I may have made a mistake there. Let's move this shadow to... Just move it over here. So yeah, and when it comes to playing the Deathwalker, you know, tips there, just make lots of shadows because it's how you do damage. And try to make sure that when you burn a shadow or, you know, destroy a shadow, that it's worth it. So like right now, I'm going to go ahead and use this one. It's the farthest one back. Well, technically that one's the farthest one back, but I mean, this isn't going to kill this guy unless, I mean, there's a small chance if I pull a, I'll go ahead and use my dagger. If I pull a ×2, we could get him. We'll go ahead and mark him. Nope, just a +0. So he's going to get to her. That is not good. That is really not good. Oh, wait, why are you attacking her? Wait, what? Wait, okay, no, he's attacking him. Sometimes it does this too. This is another glitch they have with the digital right now. Is it'll show the wrong picture down here. Because it's actually attacking the brute, not her. Or not the brute, drifter. Gee whiz. And he's not within enough range for me to actually do my retaliate on him. Alright, well, she's got leather armor too, so... Ha! Ha ha! Whew! Okay. He pulled a miss. That was good. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot I had the renewing potion on him. Sweet, let's do that. Because that's going to give us our leather armor and our shield back. Sweet. That's awesome. Okay. Now, yeah, let's do this. This will give me a bonus back, which I don't even know if I need it right now, but let's go here. Skip the rest of the movement. We're next to one person, so we get crushing weight use back. And then we're immediately going to use that. And we're going to get some loot here. Hopefully kill this guy too. Yes! Okay, good. And now we get to loot all 4 of those piles all at once. I should. What does it want me to select a target for? I don't understand why it says select target. Yeah, I know what a loot bag is. I don't understand. Oh, duh. It was her creating a shadow. Okay. I should have put the shadow over here then. I forgot that he was marked. See, it's not always extremely clear. There's some things they still need to work out. But anyway, now let's go ahead and do our loot now. There we go. That's a ton of loot. Okay, round 5. Continuous health might be nice. I mean, I could heal myself and then, yeah, let's go for a bottom heal there, and then we might just do a ranged attack on somebody. You know, I could use Vile Assault and just take out one of those archers. I mean, it's a burn, but it might be worth it. I don't know how many enemies we got to get through still. There's quite a few, I think, but I also am hurt, and these guys will do a lot of damage. So, you know what? Yeah, let's... Vile Assault, it shall be. I'll probably still have to use Prudent Preparation just so I can go early enough. Hang on. No. Better idea. We'll use the bottom of Vile Assault because it heals me for 2. And then we'll just use Basic Attack on Prudent Preparation. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Alright, now here it might be time to... What do we got? We do have Darkness, so we could do this. we could call in a Shadow Beast. Let's do Black Barrage. And then I still want her to go towards the treasure chest. Alright, hopefully I go early enough. Good. Okay, so Drifter. Move 2 with heal 2. We're going to try and take these guys out. And actually, they don't have movement, so if I move here, they'll both have disadvantage on me. And they'll take retaliate damage. And it's actually debatable whether just using this shield and retaliate would actually be better than just doing the attack. Because I can attack, it'll be attack 4. It won't kill them. But if I do this, it'll be retaliate 3 on each of them when they attack me. It'll be a total of 6 damage. Mathematically, it's more damage, actually. So I am going to do that. I'm going to try this. Let's shield and retaliate. And with our active card with retaliate 2 on it, that'll do a decent amount of damage to both these guys. And I should be able to survive it. Maybe, I mean, they'll have disadvantage. I got shield still. We'll hope for the best. Alright, and right now I'm just going to use this. Consume Dark. What's he doing? He's moving 2. So he will not get to me after I do my move. I could make sure one of these guys dies. I'm going to do that. Less enemies attacking you is better. And let's mark him. Pull to -1. It's only 2, but... Okay, and then let's move back towards the chest. Okay, now he'll move to this way, which that's fine. He doesn't do anything because he can't get to me. Now, hopefully, I want better draws than that. Jeez. Come on, pull negatives. That's still... Yep, dang it. Had to burn a card. That was annoying. Even with disadvantage, he pulled frickin' pluses. That should not have happened. Alright, I can't afford a long rest here. Which is also annoying because I'm down to 3 health. But we're going to have to do a short rest. And honestly, I could probably just do a short rest with her too. Because we need to kill these guys quickly. That's an annoying one to lose because I like this, but is what it is. That one I can afford to lose. Okay, we need to take these guys out. Is there a shadow next to everyone? Not yet. So I need something that will move a shadow, and then I'm using where was it? Wave of Anguish. Fluid Knight does not move a shadow. Black Barrage does. Black Barrage, Wave of Anguish. And now we'll go ahead and heal ourselves. And hopefully take one of these guys out. Actually, Burn Hot? I don't know. I don't know if I can afford to do another burn now that we had to discard for damage. I mean, attack 3. So this would be attack 5. We can get rid of somebody with that. Let's do that. And then we'll figure out if we're going to move or heal. Okay, so what do we got? We got attack 2 coming from this guy. We got attack 3s from those guys. But those guys are going, oof, good thing I went at 14. I just barely beat them. Alright, so step 1. I'm not getting away from these guys. They're going to hit me with that attack 3. So I'm better off going ahead and let's take one of these guys out. Let's take the one that I should be guaranteed to take out. Because it's attack 5 on him. Yes. Okay. Alright, and then was that the guy that was marked? Yeah, so we get to create another shadow. Okay, and then we're just going to heal because this guy's going to hit us regardless. And now I kind of wish I would have went with maybe something different for the Drifter, or for the Deathwalker. Oh, he's going to suffer damage now. This time, he'll take Retaliate. Yes. Because now I don't really want to burn this just to kill 2 guys, but I'm going to do it anyway because I need to make sure that archers... Actually, I need to make sure this guy is dead. Hang on. It's for each shadow on the field at the start of this action, perform attack 3. Perform each attack as if you were occupying the hex with the shadow. So if I surround this guy with shadows, I still get multiple attacks. Yes, okay. Move shadows up to 2. I should only need... Well, hang on. We got a shadow here. Let's move it here. So there's 2 next to that guy. I'll probably need 3 next to that guy. So let's move this one. Move it here. I should have just moved it 2 to get close to the door, but oh well. Actually, speaking of that, yeah, let's just make sure everything's getting closer to the door because we're going to need them to be there. And then this one... Move back here behind this guy. Alright, that should be good. Technically I can move this one, and I should be able to still attack from it even if it's underneath him. And you can in the board game, so let's see if they programmed that right in the digital. Alright, let's attack. This one, gotta click it, confirm, attack him. Yeah, let's mark him. Whack! Whack him with a shadow hand. Alright, yeah, this is... Okay. Yeah, I like this card. It's a good card. I'm glad I tried it. It'd be really good for a boss fight. You surround him with 5 shadows and be like 15 attack by the time it's all said and done. There, we got rid of him. Nice. Alright, now let's... Uh-oh. It is gonna... Wait, no, what's it trying to do? I gotta create a shadow. Can I, though? Don't I already have 5 shadows? I don't know if it'll let me do it. I think... No, I do. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm trying to remember what the limit on shadows was. For some reason, I was thinking it was 5, but maybe not. No, it is. It's down because it's telling me to remove a shadow now. So let's remove the one that's farthest away. Yeah, you can only have 5 shadows on the field at a time. That's what I thought. But you can create a new one and just get rid of an old one. That's like too far behind people. Good. I can select the shadow he's on and attack. Good. Okay, that's working properly. Oh, nice. Cool. Alright, we're done. We got them all. Didn't even need all the shadows. Okay, now we just gotta get through all these stupid traps that are in our way. Do I have any jump? I don't think I do. I'll have to go around the long way. So, let's see. What do we got? We got a deadly shot to move 4. Do I have a way to heal myself on top? No. So let's use Vile Assault's bottom for the heal. And then let's just use this to get... I don't even know if I have 2 things to get back, but it's just going to be a kind of a prep turn anyway. Alright, now we're going to get that treasure. Do we have a loot card? Yes, and then we can teleport to a hex to catch up. That is awesome. That is what we are doing. And then do we have a heal at all? No, we do not. So this is just got to use something I don't plan on using, really. Probably this one. Or Dark Fog. I've used Dark Fog's bottom a lot, though. Let's just do that one. Okay. Alright, we got the first room done, but it's not over, because there's If I remember right, there's more enemies than you would like in both of these rooms. This one may not be too bad, but this one, I know the enemies are like completely blocking the exit. So let's move 2 around. I could use my boots to help me with this. Move 3. Get some health back. Regain some bonuses. Yes, I did need to do that, so that's good. Okay, so Drifter's good, and then we will loot 1, get the chest. And we got, oh, a bunch of stuff out of it. Some metal, arrowvine, gold, nice. And then we can teleport onto this loot, nice. And be right where we need to be. Then we'll just skip this because we don't need to use that for anything. Alright, cool. Now, I could get into the room, but I am not healthy right now. I don't know. I kind of want to risk it, though. I mean, I could go in there and maybe muddle a bunch of things. Let's see. We could... I don't know. I don't have a great move for just going into the room. But I want to do that. But maybe I should. Maybe we should wait. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? Should we wait? Should we go? With her, I definitely got to get the shadows moving. Although I could consume a bunch of shadows and just delete someone right here, pretty much. But then I would be out of shadows with no reliable way to make more. Like, en masse at least, other than the one that you get from taking the guys out. Or I could just, you know, Fluid Night probably is the best call, and then Dark Fog to move one of these up 5. Let's do that. And then for you, I just really don't know. Or, I mean, we're going to open the door, so... Deadly Shot. And well, it'll give us 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll be in the doorway. I don't know if we'll have... If we'll actually be able to hit anything with draining arrows. But that's what we'll do. Let's see what happens. This is a bit risky, for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the door.
Duck and weave.
Is there only 2 guys?
Your way through the back.
Okay, there's only 2 guys, so that's not too bad. What's he doing? Okay, he'll definitely hit me. He'll definitely hit me. So this was probably a mistake. Especially since I can't quite reach this guy to muddle him. Okay. Alright, well. He's probably going to die. Or we're going to lose some cards here. Yeah, that's, what, 3? Yeah, that's 3 damage already. So, ouch. Alright, Deathwalker. I mean, what's this guy attacking for 4? I could put Deathwalker, can move her up in front of him. Could also use the actually Dark Fog here and just hit both of them with that. Oh, you know what? I should have used this. Alright, I'm thinking. With this, I could probably kill the archer. I'm going to have to negate probably with him. It's just going to happen. So let's just stick with the original plan. Move a shadow. 5. Do I have one that's farther behind? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I have to move this one. Okay, we'll move this one. We'll move it up here. And then attack 5 from that shadow on this guy. Hopefully we take him out. Yes, got him. Okay. Cool. Then we get to make a new shadow again. Which, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and put it up. Put it up by the door. Door's over here. There we go. Because if I need a shadow, I'll use one of these back here to get to that guy. Alright, so we're going to have to burn here. Probably. Yeah. Which sucks, but it is what it is. At least he takes some damage from it. Okay, now... You know what? Now's time. Now's the time to use... Do I still have it? Yes. So, it remove X within 3, and it adds... however many shadows I remove. So, how many shadows do we have within range 3? 1, 2, 3. All of them. Besides the one that we put up there. So this would be 4 more damage. So it'd be attack 6. With a bunch of pierce and everything else. Yeah, we're going to do this. Try to take that guy out. Because I'd rather long rest him, but I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can do that. Oh, I messed up on his loot. I forgot about the loot bags in the room. There was too many anyway. That wasn't going to work. Okay, let's just short rest, I guess. Hope for the best here. Because he needs to go early with the heal and then with something to take this guy out. Hopefully, that actually... Between those 2 attacks, this guy's dead. Yeah. Okay, we should have him. We're going to go ahead and heal ourselves. I am missing that additional heal, too, from the heal active card, though. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit him for attack 5, 6. Boom. Alright. Now, with Deathwalker, we may not need to use all of our shadows now. Because... What do we need? We're already at attack 2. If I consume this shadow... Now we're at attack 3. Let's consume... Can I should be able to consume more shadows. Are you kidding me? It makes you... It is not very clear how some of the mechanics work. It's kind of annoying. I didn't realize I needed to click them all at the same time there and remove them all at once. Because I would have removed at least 1 more shadow. So you know what we can do? The nice thing about playing on digital? I can restart the round, but only once my turn's over. So actually, no, I can't do that because this dude... Alright, well, we'll hope for the best. Hopefully that was enough and we'll kill him and get a +1. ×2. Alright, it's fine. And we only had to eat 1 shadow to do it, so... Alright, then we can make another new shadow again. Alright, and then move 3, create darkness. So let's just move here and grab this loot. We're getting a lot of loot this time, though. That's good. Okay. Now, I kind of want to rest before I go in there, because they keep having to negate damage. But, well, I'll go back up to 5 if I use this, and then... We'll kind of just do another prep turn here. For her, she does need to rest, so we'll go ahead and have her long rest. Okay. Move 2, heal 2. And then regain some abilities. Alright, get our long rest done. Let's see, we're going to get rid of Call of Doom. Yeah, I only use it for the move, really. And we don't... Well, we do need movement, but... Alright, now we would have one turn, and then we would have to rest anyway if I send him in there right now. So you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him go later. Maybe things come to us. Hopefully they don't make it to us. I'll have her go before, move up to the door, and then move back if she's got enough movement for that. Actually, I don't think she has like no movement. Okay, so never mind. Let's go back to the drifter. He's got to move 4, and he's got... Well, he doesn't have boots right now, but he could go here and then come back. Okay. So let's go at 32 with him. And then with her, let's prep these shadows to kill things with them. I need to move... Let's see. Let's try and use this again, Anger of the Dead, and then we'll use... Let's see, move all shadows up to 2 hexes. Does that get them in range where I can use them? This one would be. 1, 2. That one would be. That one probably won't be. But that should be good. So, yeah, Black Barrage. Still doesn't have her go after him, though. That's not good. It's not late enough. So I don't really have a card to do exactly what I want to do. I mean, I'd still have attack 4 if I ate these 2 shadows. Move 1, 5. So let's just do that. Dark Fog then, and... Alright, let's see what happens. Let's go ahead and take Drifter to his move 4. Go open the door.
Their numbers are thinning.
And here we go. Yeah, there's just... Okay, these guys are all just normals, so that's not too bad. What are they doing this turn? Move. Of course you're attacking with range. Of course you are. Move 2 and attack range 2. So we're going to move back 2 from the door. I mean, or I could just go in there and say screw it. Because I could probably take... This would be attack 5. Might be able to take one of them out. But she goes after they do, which means I would definitely be negating damage probably. Yeah, no, we'll retreat because these guys... Let's see, this guy... Which one's the first one? Does it tell me which number they are? What order they're going to go in? No. But, I mean, he would go 1, 2, and then he'd be able to hit me. No one else would be able to hit me. So I'll only take 1 attack if I do this. Skip the attack. In Drifter's turn. Grab some loot. Okay, so this guy, yeah, he'll go up here. He'll attack for 2 and miss. Awesome. Awesome. Take 2, retaliate. And then none of the rest of these guys can actually get close enough to hit me. Perfect. Oh, and would you look at that? Everybody's in a perfect little triangle pattern. I mean, it throws in a bunch of curses. It hits all 3 of them. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Let's just rotate this little pattern to make sure we're hitting everybody. There we go. Do it. Yeah, and let's mark somebody. We're not going to mark. We can't change the mark. I mean, we could, but it would just move it. We don't get multiple marks. So far, so good. We're getting +1s. There's a -1. But that's really, really good. Okay, awesome. How kind of them to line up for me just like that. Now, this won't do me any good right now, so I'm just going to use movement to move up 1, maybe? I'll just stay where I am. Hopefully I'll have enough rounds left to get to the exit. Okay, buddy, I'm sorry. I know I never gave you a break, but you got a short rest again. Alright, now we could attack 5. That would definitely take one of them out. Ooh, we have a chance of actually getting our thing. 4 more points of damage than necessary. So we'd have to hit this guy for, what, 6? An attack 5, and that might do it. That might do it. Once during each of your move or attack abilities, you may remove a shadow within 3 to gain experience and add attack and move. But it's a burn. How many cards does that leave me with? Not enough. That's too dangerous. Because I still got to get here. I mean, that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's like 3 turns I have to have. Although, I could also teleport. Ooh. Okay, let's move a shadow. Move 2 hexes. Okay, that's fine. Alright, in selection. He's going to short rest. That's one of my better ones, but that's fine. Okay, I'm actually not doing too bad card-wise with the Drifter. I thought I'd be worse off having to negate, but it's not too bad. So we'll probably do Bloodletting. We'll do... Actually, I'm going to have her try to kill him. So we need to go a little bit later. Let's do this one for the health. Or maybe the attack. Depends on how things play out. Yeah, let's try this. Okay. Here we go. They went early with shield and retaliate. Wow. Dang it. I mean, it's not that big a deal, but it kind of is. It's annoying because I may not get the bonus from this guy or get my battle goal, but I'm still be able to take him out. But she has to start moving soon. Well, I'll teleport stuff, so... Let's move our hexes first. So, let's see, move all shadows. Okay, so this one. Confirm. Move it under this guy. This one. Move it over here. Because I'm going to have her just teleport to the exit. So that'll make that, solve that problem for me. Keep moving my shadows. I'm actually starting to like playing her. Now that I have like enough shadows to actually do things, I'm learning. I'm learning. And then we'll move this one up too. Okay, and then attack 5 from this shadow on this guy. Just because I'm trying to get my bonus. So it's attack 4. I'd have to get a +2 or ×2 here to actually get the battle goal. Nope. Well, oh well. I tried. Alright, well, we do get to place a new shadow, though. So that's good, because that gets another shadow closer up there. Maybe we'll get another chance to do that. Maybe. Okay. This would be attack 4, 2 attack 4s. I could get rid of both of these guys, maybe. If I don't, it could be bad. Or I could just go up there and hit one of them. I think I'm going to do that. So let's move 2. We'll move on to this loot. Get the 2 health back. And then let's just try to take this guy out, hopefully. Got him. Sweet. Alright, we're almost out of here. Round 13. Let's see. That'll probably kick this guy out. Because we attack 5. It's all he's got. 5 health. But you know what? There is one more chance that we have. So, I've got 5 shadows, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could teleport, and it would give her attack 6 if I use this. So if I get him down to like 1 or 2 health with Drifter, I'm gonna attempt it. The problem is Well, I'll just do attack 4, and if it kills him, it kills him, and if it doesn't, then alright, I'll get her battle goal done. So let's just go with... Actually, I could use bomb. This one is only attack 1. That would be attack 3. Let's do that. Of course, we're going to retaliate before she goes, which is going to kill the guy anyway. Never mind. You know what? So let's do... Retaliate is for 2. We could attack him with this range attack. Let's do that. Let's go over here. He's going to attack me for 2. That's fine. Let's go over here. Let's use this range attack. Because that won't get the bonus. Okay, I just mathed it out. Now he'll come attack me. He'll take 2 retaliate. Which puts him down to 1. Now I still might be able to get Deathwalker's battle goal. So we're going to use this. I don't think there's any loot next to me. That's fine. And we'll teleport to this loot. And then we can use this. And we can use all of our shadows. Actually, I know what? I never realized this before about this card either. This does not consume your shadows. So this is actually a really good card because it's just, you know, if you have max shadows out there, it's attack 6. It's 7 because this guy's poisoned. Come on, just don't pull a miss. -1. Okay, we got him. We got the 4 more damage than necessary. So she'll get her battle goal. There it is, Dynamo. She got it. Awesome. We gotta make another shadow. Gotta remove a shadow. Okay. In Deathwalker's turn. And now we just gotta escape. And hey, he can finally take a long rest if he wants. You know what? I'm gonna have him do it. Why not? And then, oh, we're good here too. We got... Cool. I mean, this is completely unnecessary to do a long rest, but I'm doing it. I'm going to take an extra turn. Might as well grab this loot that's right here. Okay, so we'll grab... Let's see, she's grabbed more loot than he has, I think. Let's see. She has grabbed 3 loot. No, he's grabbed 6. Okay, let's give Deathwalker the loot. Let's have him go ahead and just escape here. Let's have her... Hey, we can just loot 1 and then teleport to... Do I have to teleport? Yeah, I had to teleport on it. So unfortunately, Shadow's not over here, else we could just go ahead and escape and get the loot. Oh, that's fine. Alright. Alright, Drifter, get to an escape hex. Skip the attack. Escape! Alright, loot 1. Get some Arrowvine. Teleport. Slightly closer. Skip the attack. End the turn. Last round. Move on to the escape hex. And away we go. Cool. I got a little worried there after that first room, but there weren't too many enemies in the rest of the map, thankfully. We're almost to level 2. One more scenario might do it, unless we get some bonus XP from somewhere. Most damage dealt, most enemies killed. Interesting. We can actually go look at the statistics. Let's see what we see here. He did not get his battle goal, but she got hers. Didn't get her masteries. Okay, and then her personal quest. Oh, I forgot. She has to collect 100 gold in her possession. I should stop spending gold from her if I can. Okay, do the outpost. Let's see what we can do now. We did pick up quite a few resources, so we should be able to do a little more than we were able to do last time.
Once
War.
you're look.
We'll skip through this. No story spoilers here. Okay, quest complete. Each hero in the party gains a perk mark. Oh, awesome. We get a free perk mark anyway. And then new mandatory quest, Heart of Ice. Ah, crap. That's right. We do not get to go back to town because it's a mandatory quest. It goes right into the next fight. So you know what? Since these are linked, let's go ahead and do this one because that first one did not take very long. So let's see. Optimus, remove a negative condition from yourself or ally 2 or more times. Dynamo, kill an enemy with an attack that calls. Yeah, we just did that one. That is possible. Then perform an ability targeting ally before your first rest. Okay, Dynamo for him. Acrobat, lose a card that negates suffering 5 or more damage. Mugger, kill an enemy and loot it in the same turn. That's hard for her to do because she usually attacks through her shadows. Closer, kill the last enemy to die in the quest. Maybe. I don't know. Let's go.
The battle is near.
So, a heads up for this one.
But
Minor spoilers because there is a character unlock that's coming up as a result of this scenario. So, if you really, really don't want to see any of the characters, you may not want to watch to the end of this scenario. But there, it is one of 2 characters that they're the only ones that are available right now to unlock in the early access. So it's not like you're gonna miss a whole bunch. And this is like scenario 3 or 4 when you get this character. So it's still like early game stuff. It's not really spoiling anything, but it is pretty cool. So just so you know, before we get going here, and now let's get going. Okay, so this is a boss fight. Here's the boss room. We just got to get through these guys to get there. So ideally, take these guys out as quickly as possible with losing as few cards as possible. And these are still 2 different groups too, aren't they? Yep. So we got yellow and red again, but these guys will go after these guys, but we're definitely going to get attacked by at least this guy. So let's go after him. So for our Drifter, I kind of want to try doing the, where was it? Move fast, hit hard. Never do anything with less than 4. But I will need to use a move 4 as I activate one of these cards. So let's go with Deadly Shot for a move. And then because that's a move 4, and then we need to activate Crushing Weight on the top, and then the next turn we can use the attack, because we have to do one of the 2, attack or move, and it has to be more than 4. Okay, and right here we're going to go ahead. I think starting out with the 3 shadows is an excellent move. So we're going to do that again. And then I don't know, maybe move those as soon as I get them so they're in position. Because that's at the top, right? Yeah, let's do that. All right, let's see what happens here. 50-50, 53. Which means I still go before he does, so I guess that's good. Let's activate this. Of course, I'm not actually going to attack him or anything, so move 4. And I literally just have to move 4 spaces and end up... I want this guy to make sure he attacks that guy. So actually, hang on. Let's move 1, 2, 3, 4. That better count. I'm moving 4 spaces. Okay, end Drifter's turn. Algox guards. Now go up there and smack this guy. Let them fight each other for a while, weaken each other. This guy's gonna help me with this dude. Cool. ×2, nice. And it wasn't on me. Alright, now we're getting attacked. We're gonna give this advantage. So it was only 1 with our shield is none. That's awesome. Alright, let's put our shadows out here where they'll be effective. And then we can move all those shadows around. So like this one, we can move it maybe... When he'll move up to this guy, we'll move it here because it'll still be adjacent to both of these guys. After the fact, this one, I'll just move it up here. And this one's probably fine where it is, so I'm going to leave that one alone. Alright, cool. So, now I need to do an attack 4, at least, on this guy. So let's go with Fortitude. And then I need to activate my move ability, which is Sustain Momentum. Yeah. There. Hopefully I go before this guy and they don't end up killing each other before I can attack him. I mean, if I really want to guarantee it, this would be attack 4 if I just use... Let's do that. Let's just make sure I can go early. Okay, and then for the Deathwalker, we got some shadows out there, so we can do some shadow things. We need to activate our mark, though. We need to activate that, and then we're probably not going to be able to do anything else. I might just... Oh, wait, I do have people... Oh, I should have moved the shadow under somebody or before. But these two guys are. So we can actually use this one to make them all take wound. Let's do that. Yeah. Alright, good. They went later. Good, good, good. Did I use both my shield and my armor? I did. So let's go ahead and use our potion. Get those back. Awesome. Alright, and then let's do the basic. It's attack 4. That should keep my move fast, hit hard going. Last one, so we didn't kill him. That's not good, but... And then let's activate this for our move abilities. Okay, now we just gotta move 4, attack 4 every time. One of those two. Alright, now we can wound everybody. That's on one of the hexes. So that's gonna be helpful. And then if anyone moves on, which actually this guy, no, he'll attack him, so he won't move on to it. Okay, and then we need to activate our little marking thing to get more shadows. And now we're all done with setup. Didn't take him out yet. That's good, but this guy might. I'd like this guy to get one more hit in, but he's not going to. Alright, now we're left with these 3 guys we have to fight. Okay. I'm going to use this for movement to get a charge back. And then we'll attack with... Where's the one? Kill 3. He doesn't have enough damage for that to probably work. Just go with Fortitude. And then for her... Alright, we got these shadows out here. Let's go ahead and... How did I end up with 5 shadows before? What else did I do to make more shadows? What did I do to make more shadows? I don't remember. I know I made more. I ended up with 5. How did I do that? No, I never used that. How did I end up with 5 shadows last time? I can't even remember. I need to remember that. That was important. Move 2, move all shadows. I don't know. But anyway, let's go ahead and... I got darkness activated, right? No? I did not do that. Well, I can... I do have... How many shadows I got? I got 3 out in the field. I could use this, be attack 4. But then I would be vulnerable after doing that. Because I was thinking about doing it over here, but that's not a good idea. I could do it up here. Actually, where's our 1, 2? Let's move 3. Where's our move 3? Shadow step? Let's do that. Oh yeah, that's how I do it. That's how you do it. You mark the guys and kill them without using a shadow to kill them. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, shadow step. Well, he's going at 23, so I need to go after 23. How about 24? And then, honestly, I could use this, but let's do Call of Doom, shadow step. Okay, got it. I got to figure it out. So Drifter's up first. We're going to move with this, which is actually move 5 because of the bonus, but we only need to move at least 4 spaces, so there's 4 spaces. And then we will skip the rest of the movement. We'll get a charge of momentum back, because that's what we just used. And then we'll attack, which will be an attack 5. Kind of hoping I don't kill him so I can use... Oh, we got him. I was wanting to make another shadow, but I didn't get a chance to mark him first. I guess I could have used a range attack first or something. Oh well. So I plan on using this because I can move 3 to the shadow. Can't do that now. I can still go over here to do it, but these guys are attacking for 5. That would just not a good idea. You know what, though? I can do this. Yeah, why not? It's small, but it's fine. And then I'll just do basic movement. So let's attack from the shadows. Let's choose a shadow. Because if I do 1 damage to this guy... Oh, we did 2. So there. I got my shadow anyway. Nice. More shadows, more better. Okay, and then we'll just move 2 over here. Okay, so we're doing really good clearing this room before the boss without like taking like any damage or losing cards so far. Alright, on this guy, let's use bloodletting and I mean I'll have move 4 because of my active card. So I'll just use pretty much anything to move over there. Okay. And then for my Deathwalker, let's attack from the shadow probably. Yes. And then, let's see, kill the last enemy to die in the quest is her thing. Move 2, move all shadows 1, that's probably, yeah. Hopefully he doesn't get to me though, I didn't think about that. I'm going 24, so hopefully I'll go before he does. I did. But he's attacking with range. But let's hit him with a shadow first. Poison him too, might as well. Yes, mark him. Cool, okay, he's down to 5, poisoned. And he's going to go before Drifter. So, right now he's got move 2, range 2, so... Right now he's going after her. I got to get her farther away. To put her all the way in the back of the room, probably. Because it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 to him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to her. Not really what I want to do. I want to keep moving up, but... Got to keep her safe, so... Move these shadows towards the door. I need to keep at least 1 near him just in case. Alright. There we go. Yeah, I'm getting used to this Death Walker using these shadows now. I feel a lot better about it. Give him disadvantage. Cool. I think it's no damage. 1 damage. Okay, now I just need to either attack 4 or move 4. Never perform move ability or attack with a value of less than 4. So if I do move, I still have to make sure I move 4. Okay. So let's move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come around behind him. And then do our attack. We should finish him off with this, hopefully. Oh, yeah. Good, and then we get to make the shadow. So we're at 4 shadows before we go to the boss. Good, that's good. What? Okay, I need to... let's get crushing weight use back for sure. Okay, we're ready to go. Let's see, and perform at least 1 move or attack ability each round. I cannot long rest with the Drifter if I want to do this. I just realized that. Alright, not a problem, not a problem. Do I want to open this door right now? I mean, if I'm short resting, what does it matter? I'm at nearly full health. Why not? Let's use... I'll get my health back with that, and then I can gain a bonus back with this to use a range attack. That sounds like a good idea. And for her, let's see, we do need to move a hex up to 5. And then she's going to have to move at some point. I could teleport. Too bad I'm not next to where all that loot is, so I could also get the loot. But, yeah, we'll teleport her up closer. Okay, because we're about to go into the boss room here. I'm going to open the door now, actually. 1, 2, 3, it's 4 to the door.
You move up into them.
So the trick with this boss fight is that there's actually 2 bosses. And you have to choose which one you want to side with. You side with whichever one's alive at the end, but you have to do at least half of the damage they take to actually win the scenario. So it's a little tricky. And then this also determines, so like I said, spoilers ahead. This determines which of 2 characters you're going to unlock. Basically, whichever boss you leave alive that you support, you get the character for that boss. So I think what I want to do, because I really want to play as this guy, is I want to side with this guy, which means I have to do at least 12 damage to her before she goes down. We'll see what happens. And I don't have enough range to hit her, do I? Well, that sucks. Or him. At least I still moved 4. What are they doing? He's moving 3. And see, the other problem is I didn't have enough movement, so now they're both going to come after me. That sucks, too. She's going to go first, and she's going to hit, not even hit this guy, just hit me and do muddle and 2, and then he's going to hit me and stun me. So that's not good. I needed 1 more move. I should have used my boots. I could have moved back 1, then they would have went after each other. Well, that sucks. Okay, let's see. Move a hex or a shadow up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay, and then... I forgot that's a bottom, so I can't teleport or anything. Well, dirt to dirt. Dirt to dirt to dirt. Maybe I should just restart the round. I try not to do that as much as I can. I try not to do that unless it's something really dumb. Great, 4 damage. Yay. Now this guy's going to come up and kill me. Yep. Well, no, I'll have 1 health left, but I'll be stunned, which is so much fun. Did I give him... Am I thinking of something else? Yeah, I'm thinking of something else. I think in my other game, I have a potion that would help me here. So this is a wasted turn, so... Long rest. There's no point in going because I'm stunned. which unfortunately he's still gonna come after me because adjacent. With her, I'm just gonna short rest because, yeah, yep, that is actually a fine card to lose. Okay, let's do something. I can move 6, get in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd rather move shadows and teleport up there and then get in range to use like Anger of the Dead on her, do a ton of damage all at once. Could also, let's do, okay, Fluid Knight, and let's move, let's see, move all up to 2 hexes. That gets me to her. That gets everything else closer. Let's do that. Let's try that. Okay. Alright, well, at least she's going to hit her too here. But I'm going to have to negate. She's going to hit me too. And since I'm stunned, I'm going to lose my stupid thing I was trying to get. Oh, that's so frustrating. So frustrating. Okay. This is move all shadows? Yeah, so. Alright, we're going to move that shadow. I could just go back to the autosave. I don't want to save scum it, though. I'm not going to save scum it. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Because that's not really fair. Because then I know what's happening when I go in the room if I were to do that. And it's kind of cheating, you know? Like, if you're playing the board game and you did that, it'd be like, eh, you're kind of defeating the spirit of the game when you do that. So, moving on. Do I have another shadow somewhere? Yeah, I got this one. That should be all the shadows. Okay, attack 5 from this one on the speaker, snow speaker, ice speaker, whatever her name is. Snow speaker. Yeah, snow speaker. So there's almost half of the damage I need to do to her. Okay. Now she's going to make me have to negate as well. Oh, that sucks. Alright, I don't know how useful that's going to be. Vile Assault's going to come in handy for sure. Fortitude, Deadly Shot, need the movement. This one, sure, continue with health, bye. Hey, why didn't I... Why didn't it let me heal? Drifter's Long Rest, losing continuous health. Why didn't I heal 2? Is that another glitched up? Did it consider muddle like a thing that prevents healing or something? Because I should have healed 2 right there at my long rest. I wasn't poisoned. I was stunned, but that shouldn't matter either. I should have still got healed. I think that's a glitch. I think that's something they need to fix. I should have got 2 health back there. Well, that's dumb. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we want to use Vile Assault. I'd really like to... Well, I do still have the ability to move 4 here, but I only need 2 to get to her. Because honestly, at this point, it wouldn't matter if I lost him doing this because... Nope, Vile Assault. Because as long as this guy finishes her off, I'll still win. As long as I don't lose Deathwalker. And with her all the way back here, she'll never get targeted. But she's not going to stay back there because I'm going to use her to come up here and do a big... I want to do this attack. And if I teleport right here, so Sunless Apparition bottom... Yep, that'll allow me to teleport right here, and I can use all 3 of these shadows to power up the attack, so it make it attack 5. Yep, sounds like a plan to me. Okay, good. I still got to go before he did. That's good. So we're going to move. Let's see, what's he doing? Move forward. He's attacking, targeting 3. So he's going to hit me no matter what anyway. Let's move around behind her. There's a treasure chest to get to. Vile Assault. So this will be 2 attack 4s. So attack 5. Would have poison, but she must be immune to it. There. We did all the damage that we need to her. Now, if she loses, we win. So I'm going to have to negate here again. Probably. Yeah, my shield won't help me. I want the move 4. I want... Sure, let's get rid of that one. Really, at this point, I just want him to survive long enough to go get that treasure chest. Nope, still wouldn't help. Okay. Alright, Deathwalker. Will I be able to see her? Do I have line of sight? Yes. Okay, good. Teleport. Skip the loot because I can't loot nothing. I'll go over here. This does add range, right? Yes, it adds range for every... So this will be range 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. This might end it right here. Use the shadows. Now I have to remember I have to click them all right away that I want to use. Confirm. Attack for 5. 4. Alright, cool. Now, if I can hit her with something ranged on my way out, it wouldn't do much damage, if any. But I'm going to do that and then just use something to move. Hopefully go before they do. Okay, and then Shadow. Let's see. No, Shadow Step doesn't do me any good now, except for I can move 6 and place a Shadow. Because I don't have any more ways to create shadows at this point. So, other than that one burn right there, which might be what I have to do. Or I could use, you know what? I could use this because I can hit her from here with that, I think. Let's try it. What is she doing? Why? Stop attacking me. Oh, good. She pushed me. That means this guy won't target me now. Not that it mattered. I was going before he did anyway. Ah, well, she... Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Can I still get around him? Yes. Can I go before he does? Yes. Okay. We should be good. Hopefully this finishes her off. Yep. Got her. Nice. And then, yeah, we can make a shadow because I had her marked. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and do our move 6 just to grab some loot. And that allows me to make another shadow, not that I need it now. And she did kill the last enemy to die in the scenario. So that she should at least get her goal. Get some lumber. And let's move over here to the chest. I like that music. That's fun. Skip our attack. Well, actually, well, too late. I already skipped it. Oh, I was out of range anyway. Hey, we got the Horn of Command blueprint. Useful if you have summons. Stop punching me. I'm your friend. I helped you. Yeah, victory. Yeah, that one, geez, we got through that in like a half hour. Awesome. And we're going to get a level up for our Deathwalker. Unfortunately, Drifter didn't quite make it. Dang it, he only needed 2 experience points. Ah. Oh well, do the outpost. So far, so good. It's been smooth so far. I haven't lost anything yet. Made a few mistakes. I didn't get my... If I hadn't gotten stunned there, I could have had his
a bitter shift in
mastery perk. So yeah, this part is where we're going to unlock new person. Lots of stuff going on. I'm going to skip the most story bits, like I've said. I keep saying that, but just so everyone is aware. Unless you really want to see the story bits, and you're going to tune in every time, then we can watch them. But otherwise, I'm going to skip through them. Let's see, new hero, Frozen Fist unlocked. And then we get some morale. We get, Quest Avalanche is unlocked. Gain some prosperity for Frosthaven. A new campaign event's going to happen. We get another quest. Another quest. So this is where the game really opens up after you get this first little initial, quest done. Because now we're going to have 3 different branching paths we can go on. And they all have to do with a different, campaign, essentially.
Regardless of season, Frosthaven and the surrounding environment is covered in a blanket of snow year-round.
Oh, I remember this one from the board game.
This shows that even the most reliable of weather can take a break every now and then.
Let's see.
The
Yeah,
sun
take advantage of the
is
heat
shining,
wave.
The air is warm, and the icy paths have melted into mud and stone. The outposts
So,
are taking
yeah,
advantage
we can let
by enjoying a splash at the bay.
everybody just, they'll tell the captain to relax and let the guards enjoy a day off. Or we say safety first, and it's good for someone to watch out. I'm going to say it's good for someone to watch out because I know what happens. I remember this one. So, a little bit of metagaming, but I mean, I just know. So we're going to do that.
Ring out from the harbor, and Captain Olmsted blows a whistle hanging around his neck. Instantly, 2 teams of guards push past the outposters waiting.
Lightning eels will make a quick snack. We're trying to make a snack of Frosthaven's populace.
A red tent creeps through the bay.
So this prevents, I forget what happens if you just lose morale, or if you actually have to deal with an attack if you let the guards take the break, but not letting them take a break, we actually got morale, so that's good. Okay, so we're back in town. Let's go ahead and do our level up for Deathwalker first. So we got new cards to pick from at level 2 here. We got Restless Spirits, Deepening Despair. So Restless Spirits, attack 3 and curse. If you're on a hex with a shadow, you may remove it, add 3 more attack and gain experience. So it's attack 6 and curse if you're on a shadow. That's pretty good. The bottom is move 1 shadow up to 4 hexes. That's always good. And if the moved shadow is in the same hex as an enemy, that enemy suffers 3 damage. And then you remove the shadow and gain XP. The other one, Deepening Despair, is an attack 4. Target 1 enemy at any range adjacent to at least 2 shadows. Okay, so this is an attack like this one. Both of these are, this side is really good. Both of these are good, but they consume the shadow when you use them. This one so far, this is a nice attack 4, and it doesn't consume a shadow. You just have to have at least 2 shadows adjacent to the enemy, which I've been doing pretty consistently. Plus it creates Dark Forest, which we can use. The bottom is you and all allies may treat each hex with a shadow as being adjacent to each other hex with a shadow during move abilities this round. Move 3. And this is a burn, but this essentially lets all of your allies teleport through shadows. So if you have a shadow on one end of the map and another end of the map, if you walk into the shadow, you can end up on the other side of the map. So I like this one for the top though, and I might take it for that. Although, I mean, attack 3 and curse, that's good. But having to burn the shadows for it, I don't know. And then moving, move the shadow with the 4 hexes, and then we could make an enemy suffer damage. I think I actually want to try this one. I like the sound of this one. Yes, we're going to take that one for the top. And then we got to go actually into our hand management to actually add it in. So let's sort this by level. Here it is. So what do I take out? Let's see. That one's good. That one's good. This one I don't use a whole lot. I use it to activate darkness, but if I have this, I can activate darkness with it. So I think I might trade this one out. Even though that's one of my better movements. I definitely use that, and Fluid of the Nights. I'm just trying to see if any of these others... No, most of these others are useful for one reason or another. I've been using regularly and consistently. Except this one. I found out this one's better than I thought, but I still haven't really been using it, and this would allow me... You know, it's attack 6, this is attack 4... I'm going to remove that one. Strength of the Abyss to put Deepening Despair in. So let's try that. And then we got a perk to pick up. Actually, I think we have 2 perks. Yes, we got 2 perks. Which means, let's go down and see... Do we have an ability that costs 2 perks? No. Okay. Some of the characters have abilities that actually cost you 2 perks. But they're usually really powerful. Special abilities for just them. But let's see what we got. We got Restless Night. Is whenever you long rest, you may move 1 shadow up to 3 hexes. That's good for keeping our shadows moving. But otherwise, we can add some pluses. This one, ignore quest effects. Probably taking that one, because quest effects can really be annoying sometimes. What's this one? Whenever you short rest, you may perform Consume Dark to perform Muddle Curse range 2 as if you were occupying a hex with a shadow. That's pretty good if darkness is activated when we rest. And then Cloak of Shadow. While you're occupying a hex with a shadow, all attacks targeting you gain disadvantage. These are pretty good. And then, of course, we can remove negative ones. It's always good, but these are some of these are so good. I'm going to ignore quest effects for sure. And then, does it let me take 2? One? No. Okay. So, ignore quest effects. We're taking that one. And then, I may wait for some of these other special ones. Let's just go ahead and remove a couple negative ones for now. Unless any of these remove a negative 2. That takes a negative 2 out. Let's do that. Let's take the negative 2 out. Okay. And then I think poor Drifter didn't quite make it. Nope, he's still a perk point away from a perk and doesn't have a level up yet. So let's see what we can do for the outpost. We've got resources now. Actually, let's go to the alchemy because we probably have some potions maybe we can deal with. Let's see. No, all we have is, I think that's Arrowvine. So, nope, nothing with potions right now. See if there's anything that we really need for our people here. Let's see, he does not have a head item, so he does have some iron, so we could make the Spyglass to gain advantage on one attack, or the Crude Helmet to, you know, turn negative times 2s into +1s. I think I'm going to do that for him. Let's give him the Crude Helmet. So we're going to make that. So he's got a helmet now, and I think all his other... He does have a hand slot left. But is there anything that actually makes sense? The shield, actually... This actually does make sense, because you can actually carry 2 shields. You just can't carry 2 of the same shield. So this would... See, this would have prevented the freaking stun, because it prevents negative condition. But he doesn't have the... I don't have the immunity to the negative item things yet, because this would add a -1 to my hand. I think I might do it anyway. Yeah, we're going to do it anyway. Because that'll help, not, you know, being able to avoid negative conditions. So, we're going to do that. What about her? She got anything useful? This is good because you could use it on the Drifter, but we're never close enough to use it, or at least not that often. She does have range attacks, so making the bow could make sense to add range to her attacks. I may do that. Did I have enough to give him hide armor? No, he doesn't have enough skins. Because that's an upgrade to leather armor. Because it gives you twice that it can be used instead of once. So for her, let's see, you know what? Advantage? Yes. For a head item. And then I think I'm going to go with the crude bow for the range. Although I would lose my poison dagger because that's a 2-handed item. So maybe I might skip out on that for now. She could maybe use boots, but I'm also going to wait on that. I'm going to wait because I want to see if I can do any upgrades in town first. So what new buildings can we build? So we got the boat, the sled, and the climbing gear that we need to get to scenarios later on. We could build the mining camp, which allows us to purchase iron every time, metal every time we visit town. The hunting lodge allows us to get skins, and the logging camp wood. We can also upgrade the wall for defenses. We do have enough for the first wall. We don't have enough metal for that or that because we just used it. We would have, but we used it to get gear. So let's go with the wall. Let's build the wall. So we have. She has enough gold, but I don't want her to use all her gold. Not that it really matters, I guess, but yeah, we'll use 2 of his gold. He's carrying all the wood, so there we go. Build it. So then it's under construction, so the next time we come back to town, our walls will be upgraded, which helps with town defense. So, like I said, once you get to wintertime, you get a lot more attacks that happen on your actual settlement. And having those walls will make it a lot easier to survive those attacks. Give you a better chance, at least. So we can only build 1 building each time we visit, so that's done. We already looked at crafting, so we're done there. And then, all right, we leveled up. I think we're good. So next time we'll be going. So we have all of these scenarios unlocked now. So the Crystal Trench is kind of like the automatons campaign. You go this way, you end up going and fighting the robot guys. And then Edge of the World, we go up here. This is where you end up fighting lurkers and stuff. So lots of shields and lots of piercing that they have and crushing in it. They're really tough for tanks to take on because they have things specifically meant to take tanks out. And then Avalanche continues the Algox campaign, which is probably what we'll do. We'll continue the Algox campaign. That's what I did in the board game, and I think I'm going to stick to that. And I wouldn't, except for the fact that since... Actually, we could also go do our retirement quest. You know what? We may go do this retirement quest for our Drifter, because we have a new tank now that we just unlocked, and I want to use him. So we'll start doing the retirement quest, which sometimes you have to wait a few weeks in game, so a few scenarios before you can continue. So I should probably start this as early as possible. So that's what we'll do next time. We'll do a strong foundation. We'll start taking care of that one. But yeah, I would go a different way. I would go like Crystal Trench or something, but since I know there's only 2 unlockable characters, and I know which ones they are, there's no point in... Because you can unlock certain characters if you go these ways. A few scenarios in, you'll unlock a character in each of these campaigns. Just like we did with the Algox. But since they're not in the game yet, I think I'm going to save those until later on, maybe they'll get added and it'll make more sense to go ahead and do these. So we'll do a strong foundation, and then we'll go back and do Avalanche and do the Algox campaign. So that's going to be it for today. That was a 2 scenario day, but they were linked scenarios and still only took like 2 hours to do. So that was great. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for everybody that stopped by, for watching. Those of you watching after the fact in the VOD, thank you as well. Remember to like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Keep on gaming.